Hi guys, Lookfuck here and welcome to another FIFA 20 video, and today guys we're reviewing the 87 rated storyline objective player for a guy who I can't even pronounce. He's only got a 5-word name and I don't even want to attempt to pronounce his name. If someone in the comment section could let me know how I'm supposed to pronounce him, I would appreciate it. But especially with a face cam on, I don't want to look like a complete idiot trying to pronounce him. Not a chance. But of course, he's a free card that you can earn through the current season's objectives, which I believe has got 5 days left or something. It's the max rank. You can choose between him or Felipe Anderson of West Ham. Thankfully, I can say his name properly. But in the 4 games that I did play with this guy, he scored me 1 goal and got me 1 assist. He's also got a 3-star big foot as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along to single stats, his main stats will be his 89 balance, his 92 dribbling, as well as his 92 ball control. And finally, his 93 short passing, and I did also have the engine chemistry stat applied to this card. Also, guys, hopefully later on tonight or early tomorrow morning, there will be a review of Flashback of Valbuena as well. Hopefully late on tonight, not on my usual time, like 8 p.m, probably around about 9 or 10 p.m. Might be the best, and if not, it will be tomorrow. But there will be a review on Flashback Valbuena within the next 15 to 16 hours or something like that. So of course, first of all, you know, this guy and Felipe Anderson, I will give my recommendation at the end of the video who I think is better to choose for. Obviously, I haven't used Felipe Anderson, so I can't really give like a full opinion on it, but I can give like my personal recommendations. Listen, they're both free cards and they both had fantastic upgrades, you know, both in their own rights. They're very, very good cards. What I like about this card is, first of all, he looks a fantastic box-to-box midfielder. Got 2 goal contributions in the 4 games. That's a decent return from a centre midfielder, in my opinion. You look at his stats. He's got green stats across the board, apart from his orange stat for heading accuracy, and that's fine for a midfielder. I don't have a problem with that at all. For me, his first probably is passing. Fantastic passing all around. 1 assist in 4 games from a central midfielder. Yeah, that's decent. I think he has the ability as well to play as a cam. As a CDM, I don't think he really has the, you know, amazing defensive stats. For a centre mid position, his defensive stats are fine for that, like the good balanced stats. But I think, yeah, you know, the only 2 positions you can really play him are a centre mid or as a cam, because obviously he's got really good dribbling and stuff like that as well. But yeah, no, yeah, that first pro being his passing, you know, 93 vision, 93 short passing. Both those stats go up to 98 with the engine chem stat. His long passing goes to 98 as well, going from 88, which is pretty decent. And his passing all round is very good. You know, he does pass the ball well around the pitch. Was unlucky not to get more than 1 assist in the 4 games. 100% very, very unlucky with that. But you know, he was creating chances for me pretty much every single game. And if I was to use him as a cam, he definitely would have got me more assists, just because it's a more advanced role. But obviously, the formation that I was using in the 4-2-4 formation, it didn't really allow for him to kind of. It was mainly the wingers and strikers linking up with each other to mainly get assists for you know, for the most part. But you know, for the position that he played in you know, in the team, I was very happy with the assist return that he did get, and the way that, you know, he was starting off attacks, passing the ball around well throughout the midfield, and I was happy with his passing. His second pro as well will also be his dribbling. His dribbling all around is genuinely phenomenal. It probably is the best part to his card, and whilst there are a lot of other good things to the card, this is his best part. You know, 88 agility, 89 balance. That balance goes to 99 with the engine chem, so his agility goes into the low 90s. His ball control goes to 97. His dribbling goes to 99. His composure remains at 89, which is fine. His reactions even go into the 90s. So basically, with the engine chem style, all of his dribbling stats, some of them go into 99 or into the very high 90s, and only one of them in composure remaining at 89, which is fantastic. And he feels so good and smooth on the ball, just what I want. You know, is it a necessity for, you know, a central mid box-to-box midfielder to feel smooth on the ball? You know, no, it isn't. Very rarely a centre midfielder does feel like that, but it's always a benefit when someone like this guy actually does have that. And also, because of how good his dribbling stats are, he may even be better utilized as a cam potentially, because, you know, as a cam, dribbling is one of the more crucial stats. And I think, arguably, looking back on this card, maybe he might be slightly even better suited to a cam. I think in either position he works well in, but I think his card might genuinely be better built for a cam position, kind of looking back on it. But even so, I was very happy with those both of those parts of the card. I thought he was unlucky not to get more than 1 goal in the 4 games as well. He's actually got 85 finishing and 87 shot power. 87 positioning. I won't put that down as a pro though to the card as finishing with the 1 goal in the 4 games. But you know, I think he had a few chances where the goalkeepers made some simple saves and stuff like that. But, on the whole, it really is a good quality card. I thought his defensive stats for a centre mid position are decent as well. His strength stats aren't too bad. I would maybe like him to be a little bit higher because I think he is down a little bit in height. Yeah, 5'9" again, which maybe isn't the best for a centre mid. Typically I would usually like my centre mids to be over 6 foot, but it was actually not really a problem with this guy. But again, 5'9", that's perfectly suited for a cam position in my personal opinion. So on the whole, I think this is a good card to go for. I think he's better than Felipe Anderson. Obviously, I don't know how Anderson is to play, but there's so many other good, cheap Premier League left midfielders in the game already that you can get for SBCs, for off the market, whatever. There aren't that many good box-to-box French midfielders, especially from Ligue 1, that I can think of in my opinion. So I think if there's one card to go for, I'd probably recommend this guy, but obviously if you've got a Premier League team, I'd understand people want to go with Anderson. But out of the two, I'm glad that I went with this guy, and I think he probably is the better choice in my opinion out of the two. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.